Hello, brothers and sisters. This devotion will be a little bit kind of a PSA, but it'll also be hopefully a little bit of a devotion. One of the things that hopefully those members of Grace have known about or have heard about is that I'm doing a series of what I'm calling rolling prayers. So I'm writing past. I've had our secretary help me out with creating bike routes that will take me past over the course of the summer everybody's house who lives at Grace. And I got the first route done today. I was able to ride the first route, and it was a blast. Beautiful morning ride. While I was out, I noticed a couple of things. One, I noticed how nice it was to be able to be out in creation. And, in the midst of all of these things that we've got going on and with COVID and all that fun jazz, how much actually it's helpful to just go be outside. So one, I encourage you to find some time, if you're feeling cooped up, go for a walk. Spend some time outside. It's actually very helpful. The second thing that crossed my mind as I was writing was thinking about motion and the way that things move, right? With the way that time seems to be in some ways disorienting. I don't know about you, but I've had a hard time keeping track of what day of the week it is recently, just because it seems like everything is blurring together. But there's also a way in which, when you're moving, that you have to, especially when you're on a bike, right? You have to be aware of the things around you in order to be able to continue to go, right? And that takes some intentionality. You can't just totally, just not think about things, right? And that was very particularly true because there was one point where I was on my ride and I was, not quite thinking about what was going on, and all of a sudden I missed a turn. I'm like, and I needed to turn around and go back, right? Well, I think about that in terms of what we've got going on right now too. Even though it's difficult for us, we need to be able to pay attention to ourselves as we're moving through things and to be so that we can make sure that we're taking care of ourselves in ways that are helpful, that we're finding ways, even if they're different than what we're used to be able to relieve stress and to be able to decompress and to be able to relax and to rest in ways and rejuvenate in ways that are helpful. So I invite you to awareness of where you're at and what you're doing. The other thing is that I am actually praying for people as I'm riding past their houses. And so I wanted to actually share with you all the prayer that I'm lifting up for all of the people that I'm riding past as I'm riding. But I also, even if you're someone who's not from Grace, this is a prayer that I will lift up for you now in this time. I will say the name. I'll start out by saying the person's name who are the names of the people who live in the house that I'm riding past. And then I will say, God bless them. Surround them with your peace. Fill them with your love. And make them bold in sharing the good news. So, brothers and sisters, that is my prayer for you in the midst of this time, as we move through this uncertainty that we have, that you may be surrounded by God's peace, you may be filled with God's love, and that you may be bold in sharing the good news that we have in Jesus Christ. Amen. Blessings to you all.